Okay.
1, 2,
generated
18.
all those
Here's what we're
colors,
going to do. Chat. You guys call out a number between 1 and 10.
Oh. First one to how many? Oh, this is going to go too fast.
First number we see.
Okay.
It's the number we take.
Yep. Let's see.
Here it comes.
It's the tension's building.
I know, I'm really excited.
As the chat's about to explode.
We're going to let fate handle
8.
this. 8.
8. That's
All right.
it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right.
They said
We are going to talk to
Answer it before you say it.
Jedi. Well, hold on.
the chat said 8,
right.
and then right below it said 8 is horrible.
JediSquid.
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 I do like JediSquid.
Hey, I've been gone for a while. It's great to be back. So, Smash Brothers. What characters do you like to play as? What characters do you think are going to be in the next one?
Ooh.
Why? Why do you think they should be in? Why do you think they could be in? Let's go.
Smash Brothers
Wow,
debate.
all right.
He wants a Smash Brothers combo.
All right, JediSquid. I think we've spent years and years talking about Smash Brothers, but I'll recap it. My top tier.
Rocco's not here. We can talk about it.
My top tier. Yeah. And first of all, Rocco fucking
He hates that game.
talked so much shit and made me so fucking pissed off.
talked out of his fucking ass.
He talked out of his fucking ass.
And I was trying to tell him nicely, you're talking out
Yeah,
your
and it
fucking
was like,
ass.
hey, shut your fucking ass up, because all these words are coming out of it, and they smell like shit, man.
God.
Wow.
God.
When was this? I don't know when this was.
Probably like a month or two ago.
Last time we were talking about Smash Brothers, all Rocco had to say was, well, it's not for you. It's not made for you. It's a game not made for you. Quit complaining about it. You complain about every fucking cartoon movie that comes out that you don't even give a shit about. Smash Brothers is a sequel to one of our favorite games ever made.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling us it's
made
not for us.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. Anyways,
I main Pikachu, Mario, and then occasionally Link. We're only talking Melee. We don't talk fucking Brawl.
we're talking Melee.
Melee only.
Wait a minute. What do you have against... Look, okay.
What?
All right.
Listen,
Hold on.
listen.
We get school the young in here.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
The thing is, my normals that I play as, all 3 of my normals that I do were debuted in Brawl.
How old
So-
were you when Melee came out?
What?
How old were you when Melee came out?
Not very old,
Could
but
you
I got
walk?
to play it. My grandmother gave me the original. That's how I got into it.
The one on the 64?
All right. Well, I want to know what your grandma's favorite character is,
Probably Pichu.
but that's
He's
another
the
question.
cutest.
The
Yes, my
characters themselves were fine in Brawl, but they slowed down the mechanics and they weakened the moves of the characters that were carried over from the previous game and changed the moveset. And some people, like myself, spent almost 10 years playing with that moveset. So it wasn't that I couldn't learn a new moveset, but I was just disappointed.
The pace of the game slowed down, and that was my biggest complaint.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pace of the game slowed down, and my favorite character was weakened.
The weight of the game was a lot different too. It's very floaty
Yes.
and like very in the air. Like because it moves so slow and you're in the air for so long, the battles feel like they aren't as heavy. And like when you're on the bottom part of that Hyrule Castle level in Melee, where you're up to like 310% and you're fucking ricocheting back and forth, and your friend's going at, and then you're getting bounced back and forth, and you get him. There's so much weight to those things.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. And then people always tell me, well, yeah, you should play Project M. It's
was
like,
gonna bring that
It's
up.
like Melee. Like they took Brawl and like
Did they
Melee.
fix
It's
that?
like, I'll just play. They did. It's some rebalancing, but like it's.
But did they fix the heaviness, that feel, as well as
Sort
they
of.
take the floatiness out of it?
I still felt like there was floatiness to it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's a different game in
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Absolutely.
And honestly, I can't quite put it into words other than to say with Melee, you could play that game for years and years and years. And if you found other people who were as into it as you, the fights were very fun. And it was just such a fast-paced thing. It felt new. And after playing Brawl, I couldn't play it for that amount of time. And I don't know if maybe I just burned myself out on Smash Brothers because I played Melee so much, but I don't think so.
I don't think so because
just
I can
felt like-
still play Melee.
Yeah, I was just so used to the fast-paced, breakneck speed of Melee that Brawl just felt less intense. It felt like a lighter version of the game.
I honestly don't give a shit if you prefer Brawl. I don't care. It's
No,
not. I mean, I really don't think it's the better game at all. But I don't care what you prefer because I know what I prefer.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
I think Melee is hands down. It just feels more competitive. It feels heavier. It feels like the battles are quicker with more weight. And that's really what I was looking for.
Yeah, and ultimately, I just wish they would have kept the same roster and the same mechanics
I
and
don't
moveset.
I don't even mind a bigger roster.
And then just expand on it. The bigger roster is cool, but I don't like when they drop characters. I really don't like when they change their moves. And other than that, I really like the single player of Brawl.
I thought the single player in Brawl was a lot of fun.
And the level editor was a fucking awesome addition.
Yeah.
Now, it was really, 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 like, not very... The level editor wasn't really all that good because, like, it's like, come on.
Yeah,
it's
right.
like, everything in level editor was just a bunch of floating blocks in the sky. It's like, come on. You couldn't
No, I disagree. I probably made close to 30 different levels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where would you save them? Just locally, or could
Yeah,
you put them on?
It was on like an SD card.
Yeah.
Save
You
everything.
save them on your SD
No,
card.
no. I mean, like, could you send those to your friends to play, or
Yeah, because it was on the Wii. I think you had like a friend code. You could play online, I
You can
think.
play online, but it never worked.
As a Smash Brothers player, I've always been a casual Smash Brothers player. I don't like one game over the other. So my favorite Smash Brothers game is always the most current one. And I played the one on. I think the first one I played was the
On
GameCube
64?
one.
Oh, you played Melee.
Melee, yeah. And then I never played 64. I played Melee, and then I played Brawl, and I like Brawl. And I'm excited for the new one to come out, and I'm excited for the new characters. And I think I always base my favorite characters on what are the franchises that I like. Like in the old one, I would play as, I think, Metroid and Link. Sheik was fun or whatever. But now that Brawl's been out, I just want to be Solid Snake.
Honestly, they fucked up when they made Melee because they made it too good.
Yeah.
They honestly made a game that they weren't looking for something that was going to be competitive. They weren't looking for something that was going to be like, honestly, I think like heavily loved.
Yeah.
The way that it is in such a niche way. And so everything that comes out after it, I think, is kind of pales in comparison to how good that game accidentally was.
I think the game creators talked about that
Yeah,
too, having trouble continuing with that.
Hey,
project.
then continue
They
it.
should've just built on it.
Yeah,
just build
then
on
continue it in that way. I just feel like Brawl came out and they teased it for so long. Man, that was a whole different fucking thing.
Oh, God.
Every like 3 days or whatever, they'd go like, "We're gonna reveal something new. It's an item from the game. It's a bomb."
Oh, it's a little Mac.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
shit like
and
that.
those instant kill items.
Yep.
What a joke.
To-
those,
totally
like,
different.
finishing moves,
Hated
they
it.
just completely changed the game, and I don't like the people like Rocco who would say like, well, you know, they didn't want the game to be competitive. They didn't want it to be like this game where you would get this.
Yeah, they
much,
didn't want
like-
it. They didn't want it to be like a hit, like a smash hit.
And I just go, okay, it doesn't matter what you wanted. What matters is what you released became that, and then that's why the game was as popular as it was. And when you release something that is completely dumbed down from that competitive, like really fun game, then you're just shitting on all the people who made the game fun.
They honestly made a very fun party game that just happened to be a very good fighting game.
competitive fighting.
Yeah. But with interesting character balance, fun moves,
And it's in a series, so how could you expect us not to compare it to the games that came before it
Right.
within the same series?
Mm-hmm.
And to say that, well, yeah, they already made that game, so yeah, you're not getting that again. It's like, this is the sequel. This is the sequel.
That's like if you released a new Street Fighter and it didn't have anything to do with. You're like, yeah, we rebalanced it, so everyone floats a lot. The moves don't really hit as much. The fights are longer. Everything that you really liked about the last Street Fighter, it's like real different. Well, okay, I don't like that. Well, don't compare it to the old one.
Well, yeah, the Street Fighter community, the people who
Yeah.
like Street Fighter are going to be upset.
Yeah.
So,
You know what?
what
gotta
are your
do
favorite
is-
characters?
Pikachu, Mario, sometimes Link.
All right, yeah, so
Okay,
Sheik,
I-
number one, Jigglypuff, number two, but a close number one, sometimes interchangeable, and then Falco, my third tier.
You're better with Sheik than you are with Jigglypuff, but I think when you pull Jigglypuff out on a whim, it's like, I don't know how the fuck to play against this character. But if I play against you 3 or 4 times in a row, when you're Jigglypuff, I feel like I can get your number real quick.
Yeah, well, Sheik is just really fast.
Yeah, and that's
just
the thing.
fastest person in the
When
game.
you're, I kept thinking about this because you played at SGC last year. You won that first
Yeah.
round with Sheik, and then
Yeah.
you picked Jigglypuff right after that. And I watched it live, and I was screaming at the computer, "Don't just stick with Sheik. You'll win. You'll win straight away."
Did you want to just change it up and not
Honestly,
look like you were
all
playing
right.
one character?
Let me tell you something about Smash Brothers Melee, personal dare across the history. I used to have a friend who, when you find a friend who's into Smash Brothers and they're like really into it, you'll instantly become good friends
Yep.
because that is just
A bonding.
Yeah, it's just something that makes people like each other a lot. So I had a guy, his character was Yoshi. Oh. Nobody plays with Yoshi. I think Yoshi's really shitty. But this guy was really fucking good with Yoshi. And what he would always do is kill me with Yoshi, and then he would press down, so Yoshi just like lays down and puts his hands
Underneath.
on
That
his
son of a
face.
bitch.
Yeah.
And he would pause it, and he would always pose Yoshi. He would kill
Bowing
me.
at you.
He would
could
kill me
pause
and
and
pause
then-
the game,
and then zoom in.
with Yoshi just looking at me, and it would piss me off so fucking much that I thought this idea of like pausing and just like doing a stupid pose is really funny. And I used to be so good, and at SGC I let myself down. I used to be so fucking good. When you taunt with Jigglypuff, he'll spin around and wink at you, and I could pause it right on the wink.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
you
would
son of a bitch.
fucking could. And I would. Hey, when I did the Super Smash Brothers tournament for that Anime Con like 7 years ago, I paused it on Jigglypuff's wink in a match, and the whole fucking room exploded.
Really?
Yeah,
You're trying to live past glories.
because people have played that game for 10 years and have never seen people pull that move. That's like,
Oh, yeah.
that's like
So
a little
pausing
trick up
on
my
a kill,
sleeve.
pausing on a kill is something that people do as like a.
No,
you're
no,
allowed-
but
No,
a
no.
lot of people don't.
A lot of people
okay.
don't do it. That's something just me and my friends would do. And I know Peach winks too, and
Yep.
you could pause on Peach's wink, but whatever. When I paused on Jigglypuff's wink, the whole room literally like stood up and started cheering. I tried to do that at SGC.
Couldn't.
I let myself down. I missed it. I paused it on Jigglypuff. She has an O face, which is pretty good, which is like,
Oh, yeah.
I paused it on that, but I wanted the wink so bad. Some people thought I like got excited or fucked up, but I had a trick up my
Yep,
sleeve
you
I
had
was
a
trying to
plan.
do.
Yep. It's funny when you play that game for so long. Me and Brian will play that with our friend Andrew Hockenberry.
Still.
Once a week for at least an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it's the same game that came out in 2001,
Yeah.
and we just play the shit out of it. But it's always fun. It's always good. But it's gotten to a point where everything's an inside joke. Everything has a different name.
All your names.
Oh, all of
of
them.
all your
Every
characters.
single one.
And then Andrew gets.
Every Pokemon has a completely different name.
Yeah, and then Andrew will get a sword, and then he'll start, like, he'll like flash the blade,
Flash the blade.
and
flash
then,
the
but then
blade.
if you get a sword, he goes, oh, the duelists.
What are-
it's all sorts of weird different things.
What are your favorite characters, Brian?
My best character is probably Falco. I'm also really good with Sheik, and I've been getting Dr. Mario pretty good.
You have been playing Dr. Mario.
Because I figure, hey, I've been playing these two characters for the past 10 years.
Change it up.
Change it up. So I picked up Dr. Mario,
Learn
and
a
I've
new
been
one.
playing Young Link a little, and I like him quite a bit.
Too
'cause he
floaty.
I
for
like
me.
Young Link.
He comes out of nowhere. You and I play very similar, is
Yeah.
what I notice. Because all the characters you mentioned, I'm also good
Oh,
with.
yeah. Well, the way I play Young Link is a fucking bag of tricks. I'm like throwing a bomb straight up, jumping backwards, shooting an arrow at you, throwing a boomerang. The boomerang catches the bomb, it brings it back. Like, I'll just throw stuff in all directions.
Just
Like,
to
all
make
directions.
all I need-
objects around you.
All I need is Mario's cape. Game over.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
the best move of the game.
Some people were saying pausing is grounds for DQ, but it was the final life. I knew I had killed him. He was fucking dead. And also DQ me. I paused it on the wink and I won.
Yep.
I don't
DQ
care if
your
I got
mind.
DQ'd.
DQ me.
Yeah.
Go out like a champ.
Hey, the people's champion
Hell yeah.
pauses on the wink whether he wins or not.
Yep. When you played Brawl, were there any characters that you were particular to? Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna play like this character.
When I played Brawl, I really liked Pit. Pit was probably my favorite character from Brawl.
I like
That's the
Ike.
Kid Icarus.
Yeah.
character.
Yeah,
okay.
Kid
Yeah,
Icarus.
I was good with him.
I like Starwolf.
I played
Starwolf was
Pichu
kinda cool.
and Solid Snake.
I liked Ike. I liked.
I really liked Pichu as well.
I thought Toon Link was pretty cool because he played a little different than.
See,
than
once
Young
again, I
Link.
didn't like how they changed it up. I just wanted Young Link again.
Yeah, but see, I didn't play Young Link at the time. Young Link's a newer edition, so I liked how Toon Link played, and I liked how he looked. And then I did play Solid Snake, but I think my favorite one from that game was Zero Suit Samus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Zero
yeah.
Suit Samus was so much fun to play with that like stun whip that she
Yeah.
has. It was the closest thing to playing the original Smash Brothers that I could get because she played a lot like Sheik.
Yeah.
What about Kevin? Did you have
I-
characters you went to that you liked?
Maybe Mario, but that was.
What about looking forward?
I have a character. Do you have a character that you hate?
To play as or to play against?
King
Play
DDD.
against.
King
Oh, I love
DDD.
King DDD too. I really liked him. I was good with him. When somebody is Star Fox, I fucking hate them. And if Dude, if somebody's really good with Star Fox, like, I get fucking pissed off.
Really?
Star Fox, for whatever reason, is, like, really hard for the way I play that game. I like the fast characters and the floaty characters. And Star Fox is this heavy little stout, like,
he picks you out of the
brawler.
sky. He picks you out of the sky.
He rolls around. He stays low to the ground. He's very strong, and like that fucking
But
that scorpion.
The
kick,
scorpion kick.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck you up. Brian's Brian's pretty good with Game & Watch.
I
too.
like Mr. Game & Watch
Oh
too.
yeah, I am good with Game & Watch.
Yeah.
I forget about him.
Who are you guys looking forward to in the new one?
Game & Watch.
Hey, can I say something?
Lil Mac.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
The normals I usually play as are Rob. You know, I usually switch it to the gray version for the North American one, and Olimar and DDD. Those are my favorites.
Those are your go-tos?
Yeah.
Who
those
do
are my
you
go-
hate playing against?
Who do I hate playing against? Well, like you said, Star Fox.
What about Meta Knight?
Yeah, Meta Knight stinks just because he's like really overpowered.
You find that too? As well,
Pit.
there's overpowered
I
characters?
hate fighting Pit.
Pit's overpowered?
I don't really like
He
Sonic
reflects
that
and he
much.
catches you and shit.
I think
Yeah,
that's
but
why
his
I would
hits
use
are
him
really
in
weak.
the
They are
single
very
player.
weak. That's you know what? That was the killer in that game, is that nobody had fucking knockout moves.
Yeah, everybody's
You
hits
would
are
get
weak.
up to like 150% and like try to fucking punch people and like knock them off. Nothing worked.
Really?
You had to get the
That-
final,
Yeah, that game revolved around the final smash.
which we always turned off.
Yep.
Yep, isn't that what the smash attacks are for? Because that's how I KO.
Yeah, that's what the smash attacks are for, but they
Exactly.
don't work that way. In Brawl, they do not have the same effect. In Brawl, they are not as strong.
Well, when I
So-
play them, I knock out people with them, but
Oh, okay.
bad or
Okay.
anything.
Wow.
I'm just saying there must be some kind of difference in our game. You're kind
I
of
want to organize maybe at game days Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
tournament.
come there so I can smash you
We
so
should.
fucking bad.
All right. Hey,
Absolutely.
you heard it here first. It's not set in stone, but we're gonna try to organize a Smash Brothers tournament. We'll do Melee and Brawl.
thank you.
Oh, you're not gonna be there.
But if I beat you at Brawl, you're not allowed to come back to game.
I love that
Remember,
stipulation.
we did that PPS stream here with Andrew.
Hey, can we do that again?
That was so much
I would.
fun.
I would love to
I
play
think,
Smash.
I think
Brothers
that
again.
was a lot of fun, and I'd love to host more poorly played streams where you guys are all playing a game and I don't necessarily have to play it.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
I like those too. I like when you kind of commentate and take calls and then ask us
When we do
questions.
the board game, we haven't
Yeah.
done
Yeah.
board games in a while. We could do a brawl thing.
Yeah.
Are you guys excited at all about new characters and the new?
I'm not
Yes.
excited about new characters. I want to say that I want to check it out, but I'm not going to go buy it and I'm not going to rent it. So it's like, if it comes my way, I guess
I'll
play it.
probably buy it.
Yeah, I'll play it because you get it.
Yeah.
I don't have a Wii U, so.
I'm excited. I always like the new characters that they throw in there that don't really fit in. Like the yoga trainer, I think is so
Oh,
funny.
the sports trainer, yeah.
The esports or the Nintendo Sports
Esports.
trailer.
Esports.
The EA Sports trailer.
It's in the game.
The yoga trainer and then also the Animal Crossing villager. I think it's going to be funny because it's just going to be a lot of references from that game,
Yeah.
which I think is, for me, that game's always stand out as like a cute way to tie in things from other Nintendo universes.
It's like they got Sonic and they got Solid Snake, but Nintendo has done Castlevania for so long.
Oh, there's never been a Castlevania
I'd love to
character?
see Simon Belmont.
They should put like a Belmont
yeah.
in there with a whip and like a cross to throw.
Now
Shit.
that's such a Sony like.
yeah, they
property.
blew it, but
Or not even Sony. It's
it
on
would have been
Xbox,
cool
though.
if they could do that.
Konami.
I just think that this game needs to come out and they need to like not talk about it as much as like they did like the last game because that was
Yeah.
such a killer.
Just put it out.
That was so
They
bad.
have Little Mac in there. That's cool, but put King Hippo in there too, or like
Oh, King Hippo would be cool.
yeah, or any of the other
Mike
fighters.
Tyson.
Yeah, Little Mac is the main character, but that's literally the most uninteresting character from that game.
Could you imagine?
I'm with you. Yeah.
That's
Hey, but you know what? I think this game is probably gonna have final smashes also.
Oh, that
I think they're definitely gonna have final smashes.
out character in there. Even if there's going to be more than one, he has to be in there. That's like having Smash Brothers and like there's Mario characters in it, but there's no Mario.
Wait. You're saying who's gonna be in it? What? I didn't hear the first half of what you just said. I'm sorry.
Hey, can I just make a suggestion for a character? This is completely like off the rails. I know he's not going to be in, but this would just be so crazy.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
put him in.
It's just as much like as possible as a Wii Fit trainer, and you might say like he's third party, he's first party, but you could argue he's first party. I know this is going to sound really, really stupid, Chase McCain from Lego City Undercover. I know. It's stupid.
No.
I don't know.
I 100% agree with you. You read my mind, JediSquid. How did you do that?
Chase McCain, you're in. Yep.
I agree. Or he could also like change his Lego head so he's Chase McCain, but then he's Lego fireman.
Put in a Ninja Turtle, and then when you change their colors, it changes their bandana, so that
I
way
was
all
gonna
of them
say,
are in
hey,
it.
some people in the chat are saying if you put a Belmont in, which Belmont is it? I have the solution to you.
Simon Belmont.
Change the costume, change the
change-
Belmont.
Because
the
you can
unlockable-
make them dark
Oh.
lane,
Then you
remember?
And when you make it, and when you pick the white costume, it's a la carte.
Oh! Remember that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Put in Cloud,
Put.
right?
Yeah. Dude, put a chocobo in there.
Oh! He can ride on a chocobo!
Put John Rambo in there.
What
And a
about, like,
Terminator.
an alien queen?
What?
Yeah.
What? Are you serious?
You're just
That's
blowing my
crazy.
mind.
All right, turn it off. Turn everything off.
This
Here
is,
it's dumb.
Fuck you. Garrett blew it.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm out of here,
well,
guys.
once
Bad
again-
idea.
All the way to the left.
Thank you, JediSquid.
JediSquid, thank you again.
Yeah, for nothing.
I'm glad I could
All right,
take that
fuck
call.
Garrett.
All right, when can we
Fuck
play
Garrett.
fucking Smash Brothers? Can we play? You
I'll
guys wanna
play.
play?
Hey, for real,
Yeah.
I had a skin in Unreal Tournament that was an alien queen.